Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Whistleblower Experience with Danielle Spencer. I'm your hostess, Danielle Spencer. Today, I want to share some pretty exciting news for anyone who has been the victim of insurance fraud. As you know, I have written a book called Digital Assassins that documents events that happened to me after becoming a whistleblower against the federal government. One of the events that happened to me after, during my whistleblower journey was that I was the victim of what I believe was insurance fraud. Specifically, what happened to me is a title company electronically produced and disseminated a title search report that contained fraudulent and false information. This title search report contained four liens and judgments totaling over $120,000 that they accredited to me, saying that it was my debt, that it was the liens and judgments were against my home. And it was completely false. I had no liens and judgments, and there were no liens and judgments against the title of my home. When I was going through this experience, I had contacted the insurance regulatory agency for the state of Maryland. They were not helpful at all. As a matter of fact, the first representative with whom I spoke actually blamed me for this false report by stating that it was my fault that this title report was produced because I had a name that was kind of familiar or common, that if I had a name that was much more uncommon, similar to what the representative's name was, that possibly this false report would not have been generated. Something that I believe is false. So what I have been doing is I've been doing a lot of other research, and I have been contacting other state regulatory organizations and agencies to get more information from them. This past week, I was able to speak with the wonderful people in the Louisiana Department of Insurance, and they gave me some awesome and very informative information. And that information is what I want to pass on to everyone else. The first thing that they told me was how they define insurance fraud. And I'm going to read you part of this for you. In the state of Louisiana, insurance fraud includes any deliberate deception perpetrated against an insurance company and any deliberate deception committed by an insurance company or its representatives. To me, that is an awesome definition because that is what exactly happened to me. It was a deliberate act of deception that was committed against me, saying that I owed these debts that I never did. And based on their definition, they would have handled the situation a lot differently. But unfortunately, since my situation happened in the state of Maryland, not the state of Louisiana, there was nothing that they could particularly do to help me. But they did give me some very good, like I said, some very good information that I want to pass on to everyone else. They first told me about this. There were two organizations that I think everyone needs to know about. One is called the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, and the other one is called Coalition Against Insurance Fraud. I will be posting links to this information to their website so that if you know someone or if you yourself felt or believe that you have been the victim of insurance fraud, you know who to contact. If you're from the great state of Louisiana, contact that regulatory agency. You can fill out a complaint. You can do it online, or you can speak to someone and they can assist you in submitting a complaint. But if you're in another state, each state does have a state agency that is supposed to investigate these types of complaints. My hope is that if you're in another state, that if you reach out to these agencies, you'll have a much better result than what I had. If you're in the state of Maryland, all I can say is God bless, and I hope you have a much better outcome than what I did. In my opinion, not only was my complaint not investigated, in my opinion, it looked like there was a attempt to kind of cover up and to gloss over what happened to me. So what I will be doing is I will be sharing these links both to the Louisiana Department of Insurance so that you could see how they define insurance fraud. And I also will be posting links to the National Association of Commission of Insurance and the Coalition Against Insurance Fraud. Again, if you or anyone that you know has experienced or believe they have experienced insurance fraud, contact them, especially if you're in the state of Louisiana. Louisiana also has some laws that protect their consumers where they can't be sued. At least my interpretation of the law is that you can't sue them for filing a complaint, which is very key. In the state of Maryland, it's not quite that black and white. Insurance companies can try to come after you to if you file a complaint or if you sue them because you believe that you're the victim of insurance fraud. I know because of my experience. Again, this is Danielle Spencer. Thank you for joining me today in my whistleblower experience. As I get more information, I will definitely share it. And if you or anyone else is interested in learning more about my experiences, things that I have encountered, and or if you would like for me to have a conversation with you, like your book club or at your library or any other type of organization, please feel free to message me. Starting next year, I will be having these conversations throughout the United States, and I am welcome to have them with any other group who's willing to listen. Again, thank you. Have a wonderful week. And if you don't hear from me again, enjoy your Christmas and your New Year. Bye.